We are on part 2 of the chapter 4 lecture notes, and this is the chapter on carbon. So we are going to talk, we were looking at functional groups, and one of the functional groups was phosphate. So ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is, it's the molecule that our cells use for energy, ATP. So it's an adenosine which is attached to 3 phosphate groups. And we will learn more about it in chapter 5 most likely, but here's your adenosine, which is a type of nucleotide. Adenosine is a modified nucleotide, and nucleotides build DNA, which are DNA and RNA, which are nucleic acids. Nucleotides are the building blocks. So adenosine is a modified nucleotide, and it is attached to 3 phosphate groups. So anytime the bond between any of those three phosphate groups, anytime that bond is broken, energy is released. So basically you have adenosine triphosphate, 3 phosphates attached to adenosine. When that reacts with water inside of our cells, it becomes adenosine diphosphate and releases a phosphate, which we call inorganic phosphate. And then energy is released, and that's the energy that our cells use to do work. We're going to skip this. Oh, that was it. So mainly for carbon then, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I would have just attached this to the other recording, but we'll go back. We can do a quick. So mainly, basically with carbon is just to make sure that you know carbon is the element that's found in all organic chemicals, but also you need to know that organic chemicals contain hydrogen as well. So carbon and hydrogen together makes it organic, and you need to remember that carbon forms 4 chemical bonds, in order to gain 4 valence electrons, because carbon needs 4 to be stable. And we looked at the bonding that forms carbon dioxide, and we looked at isomers. We talked about how isomers have the same molecular formula but different structural formula. And we talked about hydrocarbons, which we're going to find in definitely we're going to find in fats or lipids, hydrocarbon chains. And so now we're going to go on to chapter 5, and we're going to cover the large biological molecules, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids.